What are y'all doing? Rest in peace, Leslie. Leslie Jordan? I got that confused with Leslie Mann. But that's not to be confused with. What's up? Good day, good afternoon, good evening. How are y'all feeling? What's on your mind? Getting up from a nap I had today. I just saw a video that said if you're tired, amongst other things, but they said if you're exhausted but not sleeping, something like that, you're breaking the matrix. And I think I'm breaking the matrix. Big shift has been happening. Either way, here I am with you guys right now. Hopefully you're having a fabulous Friday. Gearing up for a wonderful weekend. Today was interesting. Nancy Pelosi's husband got attacked by a hammer in San Diego, and she was on the East Coast. I don't know why she lived on the East Coast. I don't know why he would be over there. I don't know why he would be in California with her constantly working in DC. I'm not sure, but I don't think she'd spend much time traveling on a plane, private or not, when traveling back and forth just to lay in her bed or, get behind her gates when she is an integral part of the cabinet. And I don't know why he would want to be so far away from her, with her being an integral part of the cabinet, and the elections or whatever, the primaries and all this stuff is in full swing, as they said. That stuff doesn't make sense. So while he's over there by himself, extremely limited security, more than just that, it was less than, no more than an ADT alarm system, didn't even work that well, because it wasn't like the police came there just in the nick of time. They had a time to tie him up and beat him down. Thank you guys for the likes. Welcome. Hello there. Self-love, try love. Tire, try. Self-love, try love. Try eat love. Welcome. Hello. That stuff is, those are the things that make you go, I mean, and that's just that. And that doesn't make sense to me. Coupled with when I first heard that he had got attacked, I went back to him, the insider trading and stuff like that. Thank you so much, Bowie Brooks. I just took some my plats out, my Sealy plats. But I thought, he was doing the insider trading and the stocks and the stuff to that. But it's like, if you're new to the collective, if you're new to the family, one of my pillars is there's a common thread. One of my pinned videos on my page is talking about how everybody is related. So everything is with reason, and things happen because of a situation. And as I sit here and listen to these people talk about it, lawmakers are being threatened because they're doing their jobs. That's a storyline that then needs to be fleshed out. Characters need to be involved, and situations need to happen to bring some severity to it. I don't want to see this thing. See that I have to learn about more U.S. midterm elections. Child, I told you I don't do that. But so now we have of all the people, and then for all the people that do Nancy Pelosi's husband, and I'm gonna cook some crawfish in a second. So it's a twofer. Like I said, I woke up. I'm just getting up. But wait for it to defrost. But somebody needs to become, the person for it. Nancy Pelosi's husband, cut to, like I said, he was already in hot water for insider trading. So it's okay to throw him to the wind, to the wolves, under the bus. Because like I said, when I first heard about it, I'm like, oh, this is an insider trading something. But no, it's something else with the same character. I just don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, and none of it is very good. I caught the clip, the opening monologue with Jimmy Kimmel, where he was talking about Herschel and things, Kanye and stuff like that. And you know, somebody said too that those late night show hosts have to have some relatability, so that's why a lot of their things are scripted. The jokes are crafted to obviously bring attention to a situation, but also seem neutral and where you stand in it. And granted, there may be some comedy to it, but if you know comedy is usually based in truth. Thank you so much for the likes. Me, not you. Comedy is based in truth. So to sit and just be so, oh, ha 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 ha, and think that, like, you know, and think that it's not anything worth noting or seeing beyond the laugh. I don't know. And you know, I hate to come off, or hate to think that people think that I come from a dark place, and that's only because of the people around me who like to live in the shadows or live in ignorance and not pay attention to the situations that are actually happening around them. So I apologize for that in some ways, but I don't want to do that, because things are really not okay. Things are really not okay. And they try to sway us and woo us with music and movies and award shows and things like this. There's been so many fucking award shows. Hey, Starlight. What's going on, love? It's been so many award shows and things been carrying on all this year. I never even took notice. And I take notice of things. And it's just been overwhelming. Rihanna looked crazy at that damn... A lot of them did. In some attempt to look futuristic. They look nuts. Dare I say Rick Owens. And that just goes on, and things are not okay. Because she done hit the scene pregnant. She was more chic pregnant with her stomach hanging out than she has been since she dropped that kid. And that's not alright. That's nothing to not take notice of. Small or large, maybe you have bigger fish to fry, and that's fine too. And that's what I was going to say. You know, whatever happens, presidents come and go, politicians get elected and recycled. In some people's lives, I know my life is one of the lives that, you know, stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's not so much affected by the choices that happen in a booth that affect the people that sit at a desk in an office, you know? But just like they do with Kanye West, you know, back in 2020, back in 2005, back in, you know, seeds are planted and patterns start to, you know, take notice, or patterns start to build up, even with, you know, Lisa Rinna. She's just trying to put, you know, let the people know what Kathy did. But if you go back in the series, Lisa Rinna has always been aggressive towards people women that, and really to Kyle's fucking sisters. So you have to pick up on that. And I'm oftentimes surrounded by people, yes, Natasha, hey girl, hey, yes. Subscribe to the just get y'all just go on and get y'all a subscription. Happy Friday, my love. Hopefully today was fabulous. You know, you just gotta pay attention. Just gotta pay attention. Kanye showing up to Skechers. Kanye showing up to Skechers. Let me say this. If Kanye that crazy, him and Wendy Williams the same type of crazy, okay? In the sense that they are with people that do not have their best interest and are guiding them. Yeah, they said he really showed up to Skechers, and the people immediately turned him away. And what turned me off to the story was that, like, the sound bite was like the guy had said it twice. He came and we turned him away. We came and we turned him away. And this whole adamant thing. And as I'm sitting there looking at the Kanye West thing, because y'all know I'm sure they're trying to, yes, listen to Natasha talking that talk. As I'm just trying to gather my own research as I do. A lot of these companies, Kanye talking about, people talking, oh, this person dropped, Kanye ain't been with these people. Kanye ain't even with these people, but they are riding the wave of not supporting him. How are you sitting here telling people not to support me when I'm not even associated with you? That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. He was only with UTA for 1 year, and they sitting there on this bandwagon, driving it, trying to get people not to let Kanye do what he been doing all this time. Def Jam ain't been with Def Jam, but they want to get on the bandwagon of stop this man from. When all these people knew what he was about to do. Because everybody pays so much close attention to him. He over at the Skechers house and everybody know about that. Pulled the show from LeBron James, who's affiliated with UTA, I think, or CAA, one of those agencies. Everybody's connected to the same damn agency. Everybody with the same damn. Beyonce is with CAA for her touring. Mariah Carey is with, she went from CAA to ICM. Lady Gaga is with CAA. Chris Brown, he's with UTA. And one of the officials there said every 8 to 10 years, there's always some type of shift. 10 is the number of new beginnings. Numerology. Maybe I need to do, and that's it. When I told you, when I got on here talking about, Nadia, I didn't get on here talking about, as I sit, because I'm always thinking, I'm a Gemini, I'm always thinking, right? Besides Stormy sounding crazy or even putting it in a place, it's all in tone and delivery, right? When she says the plate is high vibrational, low vibrational, if you feel like, and I mean you could be hungry, but it's all about balance. And that's the thing about vibration. You have to be balanced. If you get to this place and you just feel like you gotta stuff all, have all this food and have all these things, you know what I'm saying, and don't have that ability to control, or you don't have, you haven't had the ability to control what you put on your plate, or even how to regulate you eat so that when you go somewhere you don't have to do all this stuff. That's a level of vibration. And if you want to get to a different point of that, a different level of vibration, you have to change some things. So I thought about that as Stormy was saying, well, just now as I'm defrosting my crawfish, I said, well, that kind of makes sense. But that got deterred with her delivery, and they black, and it's food, and it's a barbecue, and all those things. But it makes sense. Me sitting here doing what I'm doing and elevating my content and connecting with the people and having these conversations, that changes my vibration. I then can't sit, or I don't sit and watch shows in the same place, in the same realm, in the same spirit, because my vibration is shifting. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, oh Lord, I be forgetting what I was getting at, because I'm always going somewhere. But that's not, her saying a low vibrational plate is silly. But the way in which you received your plate means that you are not at the level of the right vibration. You're just, and it, like I said, it's silly to talk about the food and, okay, the girl was hungry and she ain't ate all day and all that stuff. But to dissect that, or even look at it from a different perspective, the vibration is absolutely different. For her to say, this which is just sustaining enough, like I can leave here and go get something else to eat. I don't need to load up on, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. there's something to extract from that. Kanye is on a completely different vibration, from his relationships to his dealings to his personality. It's a completely different vibration. And if you don't understand where Coach Stormy is, is that Coach Stormy? If you don't understand what Coach Stormy is saying with something like that, then you're not going to understand what Kanye West is saying. Like I said, if you don't understand the people that Kanye West is talking about, you're not going to understand the thing that he's saying. The vibration. Me educating myself. Constantly educate myself so that I come on here and I'm saying something that makes sense, saying something that can be back to facts, saying something that could be effective in your thinking, maybe in your day, that sort of thing. We come here for that. You're not so much, I'm funny in character, but I'm always kicking some shit. But it changes the vibration. Even with the conversation I could have with you here, could change your vibration, because you're going to look at something differently. You're not going to be open to it, and you won't receive something the same way because you've been informed. Information changes your vibration. I think. I'm pretty sure. But that's where that is. Like I said, I'm still building that thing because, I don't know, Kanye, then he talked about Ari and stuff like that, and it's just so funny because Ari is at the top of the list, and then he did that stat, and it's just like, all those things. But there's always a bunch of mess going on. Rihanna dropped the song. I haven't listened to it yet. Have y'all listened to Rihanna's song? It sounds, somebody said she's humming. Of course, she's not the ballad queen, so I wasn't expecting that. And we in the fall, when ain't nobody trying to listen to no dance hall in the fall. So I wasn't really sure what the song was going to be given. Also, she's no Beyonce, so we not, like I said, no ballads like Lion King or King David. Is that the name of the movie? King David, King Williams, King Charles, whatever the Serena Williams movie is called. So that, but I don't know. One day I'll get to it. When I get to it, I'll get there. I'm not really. And then Drake drops the album a song at the same time too, because they all moving on the same vibration. They're all moving on the same vibration. Ow. Thank y'all for the shares. Thanks, Natasha, for the shares. I'm gonna season it up first, and then I'm gonna add the water to it. But what else? Yeah, like I said, that Nancy Pelosi husband thing got me wanting to say something, and Kanye self-delivered continues to go on. Like I said, if Kanye crazy, it's the same kind of crazy Wendy Williams and somebody just allowing her, because she'd have been. They keep wanting to shoot that poor woman from her bedroom in a robe. I don't care if that robe is Versace. I wouldn't expect her to wear nothing less than a Versace. She's been wearing Versace robes. Now the thing is, Drake and his lace front, look, child. His braids alone should turn black women of color, like women of, I don't want to say of real color, because if you identify with Drake, in that, I understand if you identify with Drake in that way, and the type of women that he likes and the type of skin color that he is, but women of darker, they should, and I was saying about the pretty hair, because he can have pretty hair and that's fine, but Drake don't like nobody like that. He don't like it, and it's very clear. And you could be talented. We all know this. Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, be very talented and have all these, function in these things. Bill Cosby, Harvey Weinstein, Johnny Depp. If he liked to shit on his bed, whatever, people like things. And I'm all about liking his music. The music is the music. But the way that he has been catapulted, not only because of his music, but because like this old Drake. So if I could just get Drake wouldn't even, he's not even inviting you to the room. We got to get out of that. People controlling the narrative of the culture and don't even do anything for the culture. And Kanye and Drake probably like each other because they like the same things. They both talented, creative, and like a woman as light as she could be. I'm not lying. I said the last time, didn't I say the truth is hard? The truth is complicated. The truth, the truth, that right there. People shouldn't, but it's that element of control that they have, that the people have. I'm gonna put a little chicken bouillon in my. I should do pork. I'm gonna do both. Ooh, and not the baby. Do you have the baby mama? Yeah, baby mama. Dare I say Nick Cannon too? I think he probably got one chocolate baby. Out of all his babies. In the industry, who was even dating chocolate? We love all black, oh black, oh black. Even Jay-Z. Beyonce ass. French. Got a little bit of slave from 100 years ago in her. The Matthew is still, we still on the fence about Matthew. These are the things that's gonna. Like I said, we can't hire London because he is crazy. But y'all be with the shits, and that's why I love y'all. Round the jawbone. I can't, and I'm just not. So when you realize things like this, you're on a different vibration. I'm not doing no court stormy thing, but like I said, just today before I jumped on here with y'all, I said, okay, I see that thing. I'm seeing that thing differently. I'm seeing this thing from a different perspective. Whether she meant it like that or not, I don't know. I don't think she did that to go viral. You can't, if you can control what goes viral, then that, back to the higher beings. But, you can't choose what goes viral. You can't choose what goes viral at all. At least I know I can. As much as I try it and overthink, thank you, Scott. And overthink videos. I'm like, okay, if I do it like this and put these things and talk like that and say these things, surely it'll go viral. No. Like the video where I use that statue of David, I think that's the funniest video. Nobody's laughing except the one girl. I'm sitting there thinking, oh, I done said, to put it together in a way. And I'm thinking about even doing more things like that type of split, reactive, whatever. Didn't nobody respond to that? The way I thought people would respond to that? You can't choose what that. And then Chrissy. Now people want to corner me into some. Love it. Like I don't even like Love and Hip Hop. And I only talk about Chrissy because I talked about Marjorie Harvey. I'm doing Yandy and I'm doing Emily. I'm not doing nobody else. I don't even want to do Yandy because to talk about Yandy, you got to talk about other people. Emily, kinda too, but not as much as Yandy because it ain't much. Yandy kind of boring. And it's the situations around her that kind of make Yandy more interesting. But she wasn't involved with things like Chrissy was. Yandy was a girl, as they described, a girl on the block, but never left the house until she went to college and got up under Mona and things like that. So Those are, yeah, going down the rabbit hole of love and hip hop. That's not gonna happen too. That's not gonna happen too long. Cause I don't like love and hip hop. But even as I'm looking up this Yandy stuff, getting to her second, she got married again, right? She got they got married twice. Obviously, the first time before he went to jail, just so that's for the show. Yandy was a part of the show, like when Chrissy was, because she was with Jimmy, and she was with Mona. Missing her front tooth, Yandy was a mess, and even still, you could tell by the way she carries herself that's not. She's just not that type of glam type girl. She, not that. She's not that. And sorry, y'all. She was with the since the inception of the show. When Mona was in a think tank thinking about how to make more money and get the thing, Yandy was there. Yandy was the president of Mona Mead Productions. She was there. She'd been there. And that's the thing. She's just an insider. She's not nothing exciting about her, but she's an insider. But then they get married because they want to get, thing for the show, but he was going to jail, right? They didn't get married officially. Talking about out loud would give me a better gumption to put it in a video, so bear with me. Putting her marriage on TV with somebody who wants the money because he's running the studio, he's in the game, everybody wants money. Everybody wants money, okay? Everybody wants money any way that they can get it. So she does this. She sinks her talent in MDCs to get this situation going. They have the drama. They have no real relationship, but they have this situationship going on. They get married the first time, but not officially because she's not going to be paying child support because Yandy, this is worth $15 million, which makes sense because she's been in the game a long time with Mona, and Mona been making money. So that's not surprising, and ain't nobody else coming for my money, especially no man and no baby mother. So she don't marry him officially till he gets out of jail until 2021, where they go to Dubai and get married in Dubai, which goes to, I'm still waiting for some confirmation on that, but they was talking about, did y'all hear that they're trying to put Olivia in Housewives of Dubai? They shot Dubai when? In 2020? A little lemon pepper. Y'all know what I'm saying? Y'all see where I'm going? So that's that. And like I said, we get to talk about, I'm not getting into baby mothers, and that's when you talk about Yandy, you got to talk about the baby mothers. So I'm going to be sure to cover that because the people that want the Yandy story of course, want me to talk about, what's her name? Erica, and what's her name? Let me see, so y'all know I'm serious. Erica and Sam and stuff like that, and I just got to reference that because I ain't watched Love and Hip Hop faithfully since New York, since Chrissy and them was on there, and Atlanta since Jocelyn and Stevie was on there, seriously. So that's what, all that is that. What do y'all got going on? What y'all want to talk about? What's on your mind? A little Old Bay, a little lemon pepper, a little Tony Casheteers. I got a ham seasoning, chicken bouillon, garlic, of course. You can't, if you're not using garlic when you cook seafood, anything from the sea. What's that about? Garlic ain't even from the ocean, but it goes so well. Doja been weird. She been weird since she said she was leaving the game. And then she got the award. And then she shaved her head and her eyebrows. And then she was at Fashion Week looking strange. Yes, a light libation. I'm trying to be sober, clear-minded. Just for personal reasons. I did not see her for her birthday though, but I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Natasha, what did you have? Hey, Stacy. I'm cooking some crawfish, and I might have French fries too. I'm gonna see how it's a little late for all that. But what was you drinking, Natasha? That's what I'm having, Stacy. Two healthy scoops. 100 they all did. Doja, all of them did. Doja, Summer, Megan, she hosted SNL. You don't get on SNL unless you done made a deal. Let me just tell you. A little ginger. I don't cook nothing seafood without no ginger anymore either. The rest of that. Just going to use the rest of that. And she looked like it. She looked like she's been, not dark. She's not light and airy. And that's not growth. That's darkness. I'm glad y'all even noticing that. That's it. That's it right there. That's it right there. And once you start to pick up on those things, you realize that they're everywhere. And then you look at things differently. Now your vibration. Now your vibrations is different. I'm just going to put that whole thing in there just like that. I'm not in the mood to chop it. I just did dishes. I'm not covering them, I just want to steam them, so about water halfway. I will put a bell pepper in there. I need to get me an order going from Walmart, have that ready for me in the morning. Well, we'll see, the night is young. Because I think I might make burgers tomorrow. Burgers. Doja, how old did she turn? 30? Somebody just turned, who turned, oh, that guy was 44. Oh, Kanye West is 44. Something else is 40. Something else is numerology. Something else I had seen. Oh, Mendici's 44. So if we see anything happen with Mendici, he just turned 44. His birthday was like yesterday. He got two different birthdays. When I'm looking up this, they got two different birthdays. They said. They got the two different birthdays. They said October 27th or October like 28th. Doja 27. For two Mendici's birthday, then Yandy, they talk about maybe on the 19th, maybe on the 21st of 82. How y'all don't know when these people's birthday is? I said it too when I said about what was that, Juan? Jay-Z and them's friend? At the very least, I should be able to, I might not be able to find your mother's name or your brother's name, but I should at least know your goddamn birthday, because you done had a party. But if they only going off of somebody's party, oh my goodness, see, that's how I feel about Contessa being a Gemini. But Well, and my problem isn't Contessa and her antics. I don't have a problem with what she's doing with Scott. I hate that she's shucking and jiving for this show. They said she got that house before she got the show. Like many of them do. They said Wendy did the same thing. Speaking of housewives, all this, see, and that's the thing. Be looking for Kim to be on some show next year, right? Because I'm hard pressed to believe. Y'all know how I be hard pressed to believe things. I'm hard pressed to believe somebody like Kim, who's been doing just fine many of all these years, right? Now her house in foreclosure for $300,000. Kim got side businesses. Kim got she got that nail salon, and granted, maybe it's all failing, but the hard pressed part is to think that Croy, as rigorous and meticulous and as alpha and all that stuff as he is, that he's sitting here letting people default on $300,000 loans and put that house in foreclosure. I don't believe that. But that's first of all, I'm sick of seeing Kim, and I'm sick of, y'all better get one of these. When I see the video, if somebody uses that sound, I'm blocking them. I'm sick of it. The lady was on Bigo. Now everybody over there paying that damn lady on. This is not about money. But she over on Bigo racking up because she talked about a fucking chicken salad. People get on here, and you got to boost yourself up. People get on here with absolutely no talent, with nothing else to give other than something trending. And like I said, you have no control of what's going to go trending. You get on here and you just change somebody's life. Meanwhile, this effort that I fucking put in here, I don't want to hear the sound anymore. I don't want to see her anymore. And that's no shade. That's all tea. Now, the NFL money been gone. Croy ain't paid for the NFL, played for the NFL in a long time. But Kim had her own money before that. Kim has always had her own money. Hence the shops and the things like that. So I'm hard pressed to believe she default on her own. Kim got a lot of things, and she's always been responsible. Papas and all, you know what I'm saying? She did what she needed to do. Had a house over them girls' head. She sought after Croy. She did what she could do. Did what she did with Croy. And that's fine. But $300,000, I'm sure whatever them NFL checks was paying that. Amongst all this other stuff, I just don't think she was that irresponsible. I just don't see that. That's one thing I never got from Kim. Especially, maybe she didn't spend all the money on Sean the stylist and those just before great, because Kim's wigs ain't terrible. She wear them to Beyonce type wigs that sit just an inch behind the hairline. So them is custom made wigs. And they flow real nice and they color real good. So she don't, that's not light work. So she's going, and if that's where all her money is going. But them kids, you know what I'm saying? And now the dog, it's just a lot of things Kim got going on. I don't think she's sitting out here front defaulting on a $300,000 loan for that house, for that huge family. Even if two of them girls is gone, I don't even think they left the house. And they grown. So all them still living in the house. She's on to something else she's going to do. Get on a show and... It was like, but that's the thing. Like, I liked Kim's show just because it was them. It was Kim every day. She wasn't doing much. It was nothing crazy, nothing outlandish. There wasn't no drama, wasn't no this, no that. But these girls get older, and then, Nene talk about her son goddamn strokes and heart attacks from smoking a hookah and stuff like that. Meanwhile, she's trying to sell the goddamn, you understand what I'm saying? A GoFundMe. I need to go fund it. But even still, for her to, and that's the thing, like, to put it up there and take it down, like, you don't think nobody's gonna see. That's the thing about a GoFundMe. You don't. It's not like TikTok where you can start a GoFundMe and it just shuffles through an algorithm and pops on people's things. You got to share a GoFundMe to people that know you. So there's no way she didn't. You know what I mean? Like thank you, user. Like Kanye going up to Skechers. He knew what the fuck he was doing by going up to Skechers. Whatever it is, I'm not here. I'm gonna dissect it after I gather more information. But whether that's a play move, or whether to get the chickens to be unrest and unruly, and all that stuff, he didn't wake up in a frenzy and say, "I'm gonna storm Skechers." And let me tell you this: for Kanye to even consider Skechers, it's somebody, but because it's more work and it's more play, and that's why none of this is good. None of it. But it's somebody in an office. It was somebody in an office at Skechers. Like, thank God, because who the hell buys Skechers if you under 75 years old? Who the hell is buying Skechers? Kanye designed a sneaker for Skechers? Child, I seen a boy post something on Facebook said, yeah, we can't support Kanye. Yeah, unload all your Yeezys to my house. And now, do you not think? Okay, so Kanye owns not the licensing of the sneaker itself, the design, whatever. Do you not think all these Yeezys with Kanye's affiliation become collector's items, especially the ones that haven't been worn, that will then be sold for more than what the fuck they was bought for? Got to stir around, get those seasonings in that water. And that's the thing. Kanye was work shoes. Adidas was hip hop things. You know what I'm saying? And Gap was for these, white people, whatever the case would be. All that stuff had its niche. Even Vogue, you know what I'm saying, was for this type of class of people and stuff like that. Kanye came and married the brands, married the influence, and imparted his influence and gave it a new structure. Kanye could step into every room, and as he's done, and that's the thing, people. Like I said, most of these companies he wasn't even with anymore. They just riding the bandwagon. But think of the companies that he's been with. That's no easy feat. That's not commonplace. It's not everybody except you fucking. Who's probably probably a big ass sellout. You sit there talking about all these things. You own Marilyn Monroe and Playboy and stuff like that. Shaq. How you even get invited to that conversation to even say you don't have any type of ownership stake in these behemoths of corporations? Marilyn Monroe Corporation, Playboy Corporation, and Shaq, you want to sit on the thing? So when I talk about Shawnee O'Neal writing a book, yeah, she was with the nigga. On a loan. Kim couldn't get $300,000. She couldn't borrow $300,000. And this had to have been the last payment. Kim been living in that house 10 years. But even still, before she even moved in that house, it was an issue, and that's how she got the show. It was the issue that she was living in that black lady's house, was renting from her, and then she stopped payment on there, and then she built that house, and she got the show. And like I was saying about Kim, I just watching her do the things with the daughters, with the chef. Croy's nice to look at. He's a little bit crazy, but he's nice to look at. Kim crazy, she nice to look at. It was doing the things. It was a family. With the little kids running around and things like that. It was a family. But it has to be all of this mess. We don't look at anything for pure innocent entertainment. I mean, those days are long fucking gone. And even still the hype of what they're saying with the Kardashian show. Well, the second season is not going. I'm sure the second season ain't doing no different than that first season did. Whether that's good or bad, ain't no difference. Because the fans is built the fuck in. It's not like you're trying to reach to new people. It's people that wait on bated breath, like they do for a Beyonce album or a Rihanna release. They waiting for the damn Kardashians to show. So for them to get on here and talk about, oh, it's not being received the same, we know everything that's going to be on the damn show. Or maybe that's why. But that's what I've been saying. But people know what to expect. The thing about Hulu is they shoot it beautifully. Tyler need to take notice. They shoot that thing beautifully. And that's what I don't mind about it. But I don't watch it. Because like I've been saying, I know everything that's going to be on there. Kim need her stomach painted. Chloe's going to be on Hot Ones. Kendall can't come out the closet. Kylie's never going to show us the sun. You know, that sort of thing. No, I haven't watched one episode of the Kardashians. I only watched the one episode with you guys for the first thing. I haven't watched anything since then. And that's on repetition. Like everything is already in the media. I always forget to add the butter. I always do. Let me tell you, that Tony Cash, your tears get right in you, okay? Yeah. I'm starting a subscription to share the live. Join the subscription for the live. For the live, I might do it. I might wait because I just got into this thing. Just into the subscription plan. But I want to start it in November, just going live with my subscribers only, so that we could do things like this. And it's more intimate, you know. I'm trying to figure out how to promote all that. Did y'all get y'all $30 from TikTok? $32 out of 92 million ain't that bad, I don't think. Considering the amount of people. Did y'all get y'all $30 from the TikTok house? Yeah, so y'all can use to get y'all a badge like Natasha, Lux badge for the Lux gang. And get to using these lovely little stickers. I got my 30, I think on Wednesday. Yes, that's the one. That's the one. I got my 30 on the it was like $27.52 or some shit like that, rounded up, why not? And I used it today for a salad and some wings. Just because I didn't feel like cooking I didn't feel like cooking earlier. So let me go get a light bite. And I've been eating a salad. I've just been eating. Y'all know I've been eating. And I didn't have nothing to make a salad with. So that's what I did. I got a chicken salad. Don't get me started. Do not even get me started. Or did y'all not get y'all $30? I don't know. I don't know. I don't even remember. I don't even remember filling anything out. Shit, I'm still waiting on the damn settlement money from Experian or some shit from 4, 5, even 7 years ago. But I don't remember really filling anything out. It was a privacy breach, I think. And maybe I am affected because I'm swear something always going on with my TikTok. I hate to go on my page and all the views say 0. So I'll be like, somebody's in this account. Like, why would all the views say 0? And I don't know. A pizza and a salad? I do love a pizza and a salad. I also love a little salmon, okay? That sounds delish. Deliciously divine. Thank y'all for the likes, y'all running it up. But that's, I don't remember when I did that. I don't remember filling out no paperwork. I don't remember doing anything. I couldn't tell you what I did for that money to come the way it did. But they sent the email. They sent an email. And of course, as all emails I get, from all the emails I get, I run it through the Googler first to see if it's real or not. I'll be looking for spam or scam. And they didn't. And they sent this. Do this got any information on it? They sent me a virtual card for $27.84. And I was like, all right. Thank God for small favors. That's a little lunch. And I left him a tip. Why not? But I couldn't tell you the first move I made for that thing to come in like that. Like I said, I'm still waiting on Experian. Y'all remember y'all remember that? That Experian class action? I like to let my crawfish. Hey AJ Stacks, what's going on? I'm good. Sitting here waiting on my crawfish to rehydrate, reconstitute, and I'm gonna eat a little crawfish. Chit-chat gave me $30. T-Mobile. If y'all don't have T-Mobile, I'm encouraging because I do love T-Mobile. I'm leading into something. And I do not know. I haven't the slightest idea. It didn't say anything specifically about being a content creator. It didn't say anything like that. It has said, oh no. TikTok data privacy settlement prepaid MasterCard is ready. That's what that said about that. 1 minute, where's the first one? YouTube handles, TikTok. Okay, so was that the first one? Yes, it was just like, hey, the MasterCard of all these damn emails. Yeah. Private data privacy settlement prepaid MasterCard is ready. That's a message I got 2 days ago. And due to the private data privacy settlement payment, there it is. And they just told you how to use the card. Here's how to redeem the card and everything like that. Nothing about me being a content creator or anything like that. It just said the data privacy settlement. And like I said, I don't know when I filled out any paperwork. I don't know when I filled out. I don't even know if I recognized there was a breach in the data. Who was this? A MasterCard. I don't know who the sender is. It doesn't really get into. It didn't get into that. That's what I say. It don't get into that. TikTok. some office in Philadelphia. Will not delete it. That's the thing. That's the thing. Somebody said too on Facebook. You're getting old when you go through all them emails meticulously. And I realize that because every now and then one email will come through of the million, honestly, and that's why I do want to just press one button and delete them all. But I usually start at the bottom and leave the most recent from the last maybe 3 or 4 months. That's how I delete my emails, because I don't know and if it's over 3 or 4 months and it don't mean nothing. But yeah, I usually, now too, because I am a content creator, I'm checking my email quite often. That's how I got the guy that wants me to interview him. I need to follow. I need to follow up. I don't know how it plays into the brand and the content, but it would be an email. So that was that. But T-Mobile, if y'all don't have T-Mobile, first of all, shout out to T-Mobile. Secondly, if y'all don't have T-Mobile, switch over and tell them London sent you. And then, just because. But I had, last time I paid my bill, every time I call T-Mobile, okay, they upsell it. Last time I called T-Mobile, I got the tablet. The time before that, I opened up another line. For who? Business. Every time I call T-Mobile, I fall into the upsell. So they told me to get upgrade to the Magenta plan. Why not? Upgrade to the Magenta plan. Now I got Netflix for free. Child, I could shout. I could shout. I gotta get me a Walmart order. I don't got no water. No water left. Look at God. I was so excited. So, what did I watch first on Netflix? What's the first thing I had watched? This is not going to be charged. Let me turn on both the lights. This is the charger. This is the charger. Bear with me. I need a little overhead. So I got the Netflix for free, and that's like, that's a. And then I think if I want to get it, because it's just on one screen. If I want to get it on two, I think I just pay another $6, which still ain't bad, because Netflix about $24.50, ain't it? Hey, look at the light. Look at the light. Look at the Lord. Let us pray. Listen, and that's why I was happy about it, and that's why I'm telling y'all about it. Because, child, we're not paying for cable. Don't nobody get cable because cable is too expensive. Granted, you get all these damn streaming services, and it costs the same amount as the damn cable. Especially with the price of Netflix increasing. Netflix is on an influx. It's a what's the word? It's a hey Christy, what's up, my love? It's a exponential. I don't think that's the right word I'm looking for either, but that's the one. Okay, this is hot, obviously. Yeah, penalized password share, and it's like, what that got to do with y'all? Because first of all, y'all haven't made enough money. I will say though, but even Amazon is $14.50. But in the spirit of what I'm saying, hell of a day. I hear you. Well, let's catch the vibe and get into the moment. But I was gonna say, like, Amazon, and first of all of them except Tubi and BOK and stuff like that, amazing productions. Amazon has really good productions, and so does Netflix. So the money is going somewhere. That people got decent wigs, continuity is continuous, great scenes, great acting. If anything, Amazon and Netflix have great actors. So the money is going somewhere. But don't forget where you started. Don't forget how y'all started at a smooth $7, okay? Yeah. And I think that's where they losing us. Because we're not where we began. I can't remember the last time I watched cable, like cable, flicked on somebody's Time Warner or Adelphia and scrolled through some channels on a guide. I can't tell you. I could not tell you. And they're capitalizing off of that. Which, I mean, I've been saying that for a long time. Cable on its way out. Not just because of the price, because I should be paying for $100 or nothing, especially on a television. I wish I could taste that. I really wish I did. But people watch cable and only watch 4 channels: ABC, Lifetime, Food Network, HBO, sports. People don't watch shit on cable. You know what I mean? Lord, all that money she saves just getting rid of that cable, and get like Lifetime or honestly, the Fire Stick, but Prime is really good, and Peacock is really good too. That's the thing, and then now you can get the football packages. Now they charge a lot for them football packages, but people who like football appreciate all that comes with that. You can. You surely can. Old school. They better step into the bad side. I don't know. Them sports packages be going behind the scenes, and then you get the press conferences and all that. You know, they do a lot. They offer a lot. But like I said, it's valuable to people who like. It's nothing but a sports package. I was calling Time Warner like, okay, I don't need none of this sports stuff. Take away this, and then they want to charge you $15 extra for like OWN and stuff. It's like, well, shit, I only want to watch OWN because I want to watch the Queen Sugar. You know, that sort of thing. And then they charge you an arm and a leg for something you only want to watch. Or people only get stars seasonally for Power and stuff like that. All of those premium channels only get it when like Stars or I don't know, whatever of the numerous shows on Showtime or HBO that come on. You only get it seasonally. Because I don't watch nothing else on here. I got the DVDs of the movies y'all play. I got the DVDs. Yeah, the Prime. Prime is expensive. with Prime, you get Prime. So for $14, you're paying for two things. So $7 each, which is where Amazon was, which is where Netflix was. So I think the first thing I watched was I haven't watched anything new. The Blacklist. Y'all watch the Blacklist? What else did I watch on Netflix? Hey Letitia, I'm good. How are you, love? Sitting here just eating a little late night. Is it late night? The evening meal. She watches on all the streaming services. And that's the thing too about the sharing. I love the Blacklist. It's not for my neighbor's cousin's husband's son. You know what I mean? That's like my kids and stuff like that. Like, why are you paying this price too when you could just be on mine? So they're really getting involved in things. They're getting in my house business, and what happens in my house stays in my house. I love scandal. I just actually finished. I'm manifesting. I'm moving. I want to move to DC. I want to get a dog. I want to get into boxing and Pilates. That's the new life for me. I'm putting that out to you guys. Manifest with me. I just finished watching Scandal right before, like let's say maybe right before Potomac and stuff came on. So I'm really in a DC state of mind. Oh, your Hulu account. Well, why not? Hulu has good stuff too. Maybe I watched one episode of the new Dynasty, right? Maybe one episode. I just never jumped back in. You in Baltimore? Well, I'm on my way. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Because I've been seeing it a lot. And I think that's what the Lord wants me to do. I had seen it, I had seen this, the other day on Netflix, on TikTok, this lounge, like a speakeasy in DC. I was like, okay, this is just, take me to the lounge. I could take y'all to the lounge and have a cocktail with y'all. Even though I do like, cooking and being home. But we can go to the lounge. Yes, he will. Thank you. I know he will. So that's that. I'm working on putting that out in the ether. A puppy in a penthouse in DC. Yes, I'd love to see that. Lounging with London. Added to the series. I got my own channel. I got my own damn channel. All these damn series of. We just got out of the Kelly kitchen. Now we on late night with London. Get the tea. They do not taste like shrimp. Crawfish tastes like clam, lobster. It's kind of like the consistency of a clam. The taste too, and just like the overall feel of like a lobster maybe. Oh, see now, are we getting there? First of all, the Airbnb, that's cute, but we know we're definitely going to do the luncheon. That might be, all next year. Because by next year, this time, hopefully I'll be blue checked up. He wants some. Listen, I got these from the Walmart house. I got these from the Walmart house. I like to eat it on. Oh. A meet and greet in DC. Yes. And I think, aren't they in the summer? I could tell in the bags. This is actually a good bag. One bag, maybe the last bag I got before this one, I put together a boil for me and my people. And that was probably the skimpiest bag of crawfish I had ever had. They was all Littler, and the only one big was the queen or the king or whatever. It was terrible. This one is pretty even. This one is pretty even. Yes, that's all of that too. This is just a quick little something, but I definitely get down. The show, where have you been? What have you been doing? What is going on with you? Because the egg is good with the juice. Especially if you got a good butter garlic Cajun sauce, the egg is game changing. Especially if the egg is cold and that juice is hot. It's a beautiful texture. It's a beautiful flavor. Fighting for my life. Well, you got to get in the ring with us. We are boxing this thing out. 434 DJ Chris, I'm good, honey. How are you? 434 DJ Chris, get in the ring. Do y'all like the slurping? I think the people be watching that stuff. You can't eat crawfish without slurping. I tell you that. Let me try. That's right, to show you with them kids now. I'm leaking. Excuse me. My day was alright. It's been pretty relaxed. I've been slumbering, processing all this stuff. I'm a Gemini, so I get lightly overwhelmed because I'm thinking about things, so I just gotta lay it down. So I just got up around 8. Not just got up, I was up earlier, like I said. I went and got me a little lunch with my TikTok reimbursement, or whatever you want to call that. And then I got horizontal. And I said, let me go. I had to cook. I've been having these in the freezer for a while. So I said, let me just go on and put these up. I've never had barbecue crab. What I want is how them Asians be putting together them soft shell crabs with that soy sauce marinated. So I want that. Thanksgiving, I'm doing a gumbo, so if y'all want to tune in, we be in the Kelly kitchen cooking a gumbo. Just don't hurt us. We cool till we get crossed. I'm a full-time content creator at the moment. I pick up some temp gigs. Catering. You cooked the one Thanksgiving? I just want something different. Might do some turkey wings on the side or something. That's about it. And then for Christmas, I want to do the seafood, not the seafood, the sushi bake in the pan and with the seaweed and stuff like that. Thank you, Chris. Much love to you too. Appreciate all of that. Appreciate you. Loving on me. Several. Well, you have to reap the fruits of the benefits, and that's all right. That's funny. I'm leaking. I'm gonna have me several low vibrational bowls. Make a little cornbread. I probably won't put up a Christmas. I've never put any of my houses. I've never put up a Christmas tree. Although I like them, really fancy. I really like the Christmas trees, the new way cups, ramekins, anything. Like the dress forms made into with the bottoms being the Christmas tree. I really like that. But other than that, no. A free treat. Where did you get it from? Amazon? Or Walmart? Amazon? Maybe we'll see. We'll see what I see when I see it. We'll see what I see when I see it. I can't use this thing no more because it's the secret. Pre-lit, I know what you mean. I knew what you were saying. Oh, Lord. If I see it, I got to get it out. If I don't see it, it wasn't there. That's the thing. The holidays around holiday time period it changes every year. The spirit of it could change the day after. It's crazy. speaking of holidays, I see Mariah Carey's ass is on TikTok. I hate when they get to pushing Christmas before it even gets to Halloween. Can I get into the spooky spirit before y'all trying to give me the St. Nicholas spirit? Can I fix a plate of food before y'all start talking about Feliz Navidad? A waste snatch. These got a lot of what you call this stuff? The good stuff? Caviar. Ooh. I would love to see what you got to say about Chris and Nick and them kids. I get the money off the top. I got this from Walmart. It's just a bag. When I'm feeling real fancy, I will go to Wegmans and get me some crab. If I'm feeling real fancy. I haven't, and that's probably what I'll get for the gumbo with some Dungeness crab. That's my favorite, the Dungeness. I'm sure. Her kids are growing up. Big. Coming into their looks. Are they really? You talk about Mariah's kids? The last picture I saw of Monroe, I was like, okay, all right, you know, a little cutie. I have had duck before, and it is everything you always hear about it, greasy, a little gamey, but it's on how you prepare and what you have with it. And it's like, you know, sometimes you just want something different, you know. So it's like oxtails too. The girl, I don't know what the people be. What they trolling on TikTok? The girl said she went to cook her oxtails and didn't have a pressure cooker. She thought it was just going to take 3 hours to cook some oxtails. Child. Oxtails is a whole process. Got cotton every year. That's not many people. I mean, yeah. It's nice to try. If you have the opportunity to try it, it won't kill you. I've had gator bites, okay? It don't kill you. I love an oxtail. Maybe for Easter. Or if y'all want to see an oxtail deal, well, I'm not. We can't be on. I don't got no pressure cooker. But I have been on live for 8 hours. Do an oxtail cooking segment. Or Star, was that the cue to get some duck up in here? No. Deshelle, what? Nothing. I'm still eating, still brewing, just running our mouths. The shell ain't never had oxtail. Blasphemous. Unheard of. And if you like chitlins, you like all of this. I just like them seasoned with a good gravy. Some, Chrissy, you either? Where do y'all live? Texas? The show, where you at again? They don't got no oxtails there? I hate to hear that. Because y'all missing out. Oh, y'all both in Texas. They don't do, well, like my friend was in Texas. He said they don't, y'all like to do a barbecue. That's what, didn't you, what do y'all say, barbecue crab? Y'all like a barbecue, so stewed things and stuff like that, I don't think it's very common for y'all there. Hubby is from Louisiana, that's why he wanted a little crawfish. A little crawfish etouffee. That's how I made rasta pasta the other day. You'll see it, and I'm going to put out more of the familiar content before I put out another cooking video, because those don't do so well. But I'm gonna mix it in with the mess, and I put my a picture of my rasta pasta in there, and I put crawfish in there with the chicken. It was really good. Y'all ever had rasta pasta? Oh, you're a picky eater? Or just never tried it? Well, I mean, you got to be into the bodies. That's one of the biggest things. And also, everybody can't cook them. Not cook them. Shell them. Well, let me tell you, my goddaughter, who is 5'4", no, should be 4. I had her eating crab legs when she could stand up. And then when I did the seafood boil last time with the crawfish, she wanted one of these. So I gave it to her, gave her to the shell, honey. I gave her the tail, I mean. When I tell you she sucked that meat out just like I did, just before I just showed you. So you got to know what you're doing. But if a baby can pick it up, you can pick it up. Well, hop, skipping a chunk. No, it's hard, yeah. Because people are not, I mean, unless you have like a good butcher, you know, who just does meats and stuff like that. I mean, because it's not a common thing. People don't know what to do with them. People not taking their time to cook them. I'm from New York State, from Buffalo. And in Buffalo, there's good food all over. Korean, Chinese, Vietnamese, Indian. Hey Trini. What's up, babe? He was museum. Got to have a gravy. Cabbage. How you like it down in St. Augustine? I didn't have no good food when I was in. Well, the good food, looking and loving, I appreciate that. Love it on me. Just a little crawfish. I didn't really have no good food in Florida. When I was in Miami, South Beach, and the best thing I had was some Korean food next to, I forget whose restaurant. It was a DJ Khaled's restaurant with the turkey legs and all that stuff, and I was like, you know, this is not. They said you've gone live for 90 minutes today. Consider taking a break for a while. That's the first time I've seen that. What they trying to do? What do that mean? I doubt that. That is one thing I was like, oh, so I was like, people are attractive out here, fit, tan. Ain't they? My goodness. 90 minutes. Won't let me be great ever. In pharmacy. I love building a community here. I really do. I'm so happy y'all are here. I still got a couple more. You know, it's easy when you know what you're doing. Like I don't, some people peel them out and peel this off and peel that off, and things do come out good when you do that. But when you got the skills, when you're good with your hands in your mouth, you put it to work. Hello. When you're good with your hands in your mouth, it don't take much time. Yeah, they're silly. I like to keep it a little, look at that. It's always one. I'm not all dirty. I'll be hoping. I try to lean over. Try to keep it cute while I get loose with it. Did you know what Aja Lee? That's pretty. Aja Lee, this, I get that all the time. All about the plant life. Hey, what's up, Sugarfoot? A good 5 pounds. You got, don't give me nothing less than 5 pounds. Unless there's other things in there. But even still, I need about 10. This is the 3-pound bag. But that's probably a lie, because this be just, what you call it? A lot of legs in here, more legs than bodies. Legs and hips but I get that all the time, and I appreciate that comment so much. It's just, just me with the tea, with a little, and just me being me, talking about everything, and doing a little bit of everything. Try to be as engaging as I can. Crawfish is so good. I had seasoned them up, boiled them up. I shouldn't say boil. You just bring them to temp, because they be cooked already. That's where the community is. I am simply a host. Because sometimes they be in conversation, be carrying on. I'll be sitting there talking about a whole nother thing, and they just be in the comments carrying on. I'll be like, is y'all even listening to me? No. They talking to each other, sister to sister. This bag is like $14, I think. It's not even 20. I don't think it's 15. It's all about the plant life. Not if you eat them like me. And not if you eat them like me. They actually, I would think they'd be cheaper down in Texas. It's right there. They are cheap. Um, besides mussels, they're the cheapest thing to get. You be feeling, I'm sorry, no. Take that tail, I'll suck that tail out, okay? I'm multitasking, I love it. I don't know why they do that, do y'all like that. Or maybe because these is bad, and they just giving them, gotta sell them quick. Quick sale. And it's fresh down there, but I would think, fresh is cheaper. And they have too, yeah. Then they get the whole thing. Out of season. I know they're out of season. Can you get a bag like this down in New Orleans? Or do they come separate in a different type of thing? Because this is the brand of Riceland Crawfish. I would think they would be cheaper down there. I would think you'd be able to get them at the market like you get the fish or whatever. I use onion, garlic, couple said bell pepper. No, that's not it. Onion, garlic, lemon pepper, Old Bay, Tony Casheteers, some pepper. That's crazy high as hell. That's like living on a farm and paying extra for that damn oxtail. Y'all got them in the backyard. Or bacon or anything. Oh, and most importantly, I use some chicken bouillon, the paste, and that Goya ham seasoning. $11. Yeah, that's $11. Yeah. Everything is high. Ooh. Everything. But that's what people got to get their money. Sessions. Talk about hot sauce. That Tony's goes on everything. And if you see me put the make that popcorn, I only make popcorn on the stove. I put that Tony Casheteers on everything. Whatever his name is, whatever the family business is, him and Tony. Tony got the 13 seasons. No, I agree, but they all. I think too with the food stamps, you have to keep an eye on. It's obviously your state thing, but like keep it. See when they get weird like that. See like how that happened like that. When you keep an eye on the state and see how they changed what the regulations and the guidelines is, because those things change all the time. And maybe you might qualify. Work the system in some way. I shouldn't say that on the platform. Don't do that. Like the one girl. The question is, thank you, Daryl. Daryl Lynn, Dyer Lynn, Franklin. Thank you so much. This question now about how much you sell food stamps for, which you shouldn't be selling your food stamps. The guy was asking his grandmother. She was like, I can't answer. Don't put you're gonna put me on the book. It's on TikTok. And he was like, if I want to give you $100, how much are you gonna give me? She said it's 50 on the dollar, 50 cents on the dollar. So I gave you $50. said, why not 100? Because then I'm not giving you nothing if you just give me $100. I mean, that's the thing. So it's the benefit of giving money to the people that don't have the money. Drive in the car. Well, if you make over the amount, then you don't qualify. But I'm saying those numbers fluctuate, and we got the finesse. But we're not promoting anything like that over here. We don't promote violence, and we don't promote thievery, drug traffic. We don't promote any of that. But sometimes it happens. Really, and that's the thing. That's when really got to get into your meal plannings and make sure everything is, how it need to be. Also, like finding a good butcher, farmers markets. Those are really good for, they're really good for the pockets. You can definitely, especially the first and the third, and the first week of the first week of every month. Cook every day, yeah. The first week of every month, somebody looking to sell at least 100. Somebody looking for a $50 piece. Some women got $200 to give, so they want $100. Buying in bulk, your Costco's, your Sam's, your BJ's. 100%. And I'm saying that obviously that dips into your pocket, and food stamps would definitely help with that. But I would say that's when things like the farmers market to make stuff like healthy snacks, because sometimes kids get peckish. Well, you get peckish, and now you're eating up all the gummies and the things. But if you go to the farmers market and you do the celery or the apples and the things and you know what I'm saying, things like that, that kind of stretches the stuff that you spend the big dollars on. Girl, glow up Jess, I got a whole video of what they've been trying to tell us is shortages. It's gonna be crawfish next. It was snow crabs just 2 weeks ago. Shortage of this and a shortage of that. This was the big mama. I always save her for last. Because why not? But this is a big daddy too. So they must have mixed two families together. Like I said, because this is out of season. What I do hate to do is waste this. What I do hate to do is waste this juice. Hey Amy, I'm eating crawfish. It is good out. One day in the near future, I'm sure they're gonna have shit like smell-o-vision and tap to taste. Is that what I should do? Because I had shrimp for that video where I did the housewives review. I had the shells from that. I was like, I feel like I should save this, but I didn't. But I might throw this in the freezer. In the freezer. I do get to the food. Y'all know I be eating. That's why I be cooking, because I be eating. These was the best ones so far. So good and juicy. Also, too, leftovers. People don't like leftovers. It all depends on how much you make with the leftovers. Stuff like spaghetti was a standard. My mother made spaghetti. I knew that was going to be at least 3 days dinner. And and 2 after-school lunches. Okay. And a midnight stack if it was enough. But things like that. Chicken is a decent price. I get tired of chicken, but you can't say. I don't cook nothing for one. I made that big pot of when I made birria tacos last year. Child, why did I make a big 6-pound roast shoulder for me? I had meat for days. I had ran out of the fixing for the damn tacos. I just had to be. And I big see, like no leftovers. I'd be like, child, leftovers is all I knew. Not all I knew. My mother cooked all the time. But like I said, I hated after Thanksgiving because that damn turkey soup was coming. Child. Oh my goodness. See, y'all bougie babes. Y'all bougie babes. Because I'm going to have me some leftovers. Oh, the sides? I think I'm done. I put a little ginger in here too. I think I'm done. TikTok said you've been on 90 minutes. You might want to reconsider your day. Sherelle Hawthorne, welcome. Hello and welcome. And a good God, thank you. Especially, good leftover. Like when I made that stuffed chicken. I had 3 breasts. That was 3 meals 3 days later, Only thing I won't eat next day is seafood. Is sushi. Now, see, I'll eat seafood. I have one day, because if I make a big, and that's the thing. Things like chili and spaghetti are better the next day, in the 2-3 days after. Thank you, Christy. Beans. I'm not a big bean fan, but it's the love that you put into them, and then the textures, lasagna, things like that are better the next day. See, we all be on the same page. I love that about us. See? Look at us. Look at us. All be better the days following. Because it didn't calm down and reconstituted seasonings and marinated and permeated. Pasta salad. So many people don't know about pasta salad. Well, do you mean like a spaghetti salad with Italian dressing and stuff? Or pasta salad with like tuna? But that's macaroni salad. People say things differently. User 8,000,000,000,000,000, welcome. Stuff like that is for a party. I like to make that the next day. I like to make it the day before because it got to be the right temperature. Because I'm a side maker. So like the pasta salad, the macaroni salad, the potato salad, all those things I would like to get out the way the day before. First of all, because that's less work you got to do the day of. But sometimes it requires those flavors to sit over. That Italian dressing got to pickle up those things, Mac and cheese too. Mac and cheese. I don't think it gets better the next day. But if it's good, you want it the next day, When it sits overnight in that fridge, in that ice box, it'd be doing exactly what it need to be doing. Yes. Pasta, yes. Yes. With a little salad supreme and some good Italian dressing, zesty Italian, creamy Italian. Yes. 100%. All of that. Should have made the fries. That's what I need to get too. If I'd have had some noodles, I ran out of my noodles. If I'd have had noodles, I would definitely be having some noodles down in here. Hey, Dulce Forever, welcome. Got you idea for Sunday dinner. Thanksgiving food is good until at least the 5th of December. Maybe the 3rd. It's good to be seen, Duce. Thank you. Wait a minute, what did you say? Or what did you think about Ye's latest interview? Or watching that made me think of me. Meatloaf. I don't know if that's what I think. I'm either going to make meatloaf or do some lettuce bolts with the brown turkey I have. Probably not meatloaf because I'm making burgers tomorrow. Burgers. So I probably won't make meatloaf, but I love a meatloaf. Especially with the sides. Not the not the fifth. Not the 5th. If you freeze it, and my mother will do that too. Freeze a well, she's not really. She'll do the lasagna. She'll make lasagna around Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Bacon. What we making with the bacon? Meatloaf? Or burgers? I don't have no bacon. I might get some bacon. Well, actually, I'm making spaghetti. I want to make spaghetti. And that's what I'm doing with that other pack. But I just had rasta pasta, so I'm kind of waiting. But I'm definitely doing spaghetti. Y'all know how I make my spaghetti. I put a video up. Oh, you made lasagna last Sunday. Ooh, menudo. I've had menudo before. Lasagna is good, especially when everything is hitting the way it needs to be hitting. Super delish. Yeah. You could bust them open. This is just a mini lobster. Eat it from the rooter to the tutor, literally. And I'm just being peckish. Because there's nothing else in here but loose ends. Loose ends. Or chicken fried steak. I don't eat beef. I don't eat beef or grits. That's really the only things I don't eat. I know. Sunday, grits isn't it? Thank you. Sunday is the day. Friday, I know I could turn my music up and get lit, and Sunday is the day I know I can cook all day, and that's what history, and that's on the ancestors. See, I done found my grits family, my non-grits family. I don't. It's the texture. Would they eat grits up in New York now? How did he like his grits? With sugar and butter, or just salt and the butter? What he got you? How he got you eating it? How he got you eating the grits, girl? There's nothing in here. With some crispy fish, salt and butter and cheese. There it is. Butter and some sugar, that's how you like yours? I like mine in the pan and off my plate. Okay? Give me some French fries or some greens with my fish. Your mother-in-law got the master recipe? That's too big. I don't know. She got the master recipe on the grits. No cream of wheat. That's just not the way the Lord set up my taste buds or my texture receptors. Texture receptors. Somebody said he eating a pot of onions, and then I had some crawfish in here. I'm at the end. Literally the tail end of it. These onions is good though. Christy, thank you. Well, I'm glad you said that, because I feel like I was smacking a little bit. I don't think, not too crazy. A tasteful snack, you know? Because you can't eat crawfish without a little slurp. The crawfish is very good. The crawfish, it was very good. So you see me eating the onions. Well, good. I'm glad it wasn't, because I don't like to be annoyed. And one of my pet peeves is people eating. I will break up with somebody because they eat crazy. Also, too, Christy, it might be because it's a lot of things. It's a lot of moving parts. You know, we talking. We was engaged in the comments. So then you might have been distracted. Who's my favorite show to watch right now? I'm rewatching Succession. I'm tiptoeing around some of these shows on TikTok, I mean on Netflix, but like I said before, it just the vibe is disturbing. Drive me insane. My favorite. What did I just recently watch? Not the dog too. Listen, dogs be doing things and you be like, listen, get out. Licking and doing things with their mouths. Cracklins. Well, it's a shame I can't. I need to do something about my memory, because I love a good show. Working Moms, about something about the affair on Netflix too. Trying to think where I might have watched them at. Amazon Prime. What did I watch on there? Misfits on Amazon. Is it called Misfits on Amazon Prime? So good. Working Moms is. I fucking love Working Moms. Schitt's Creek, if you haven't watched that. There was a show what was that called? It was like a trading not inside trading, but they were trading. You know, they were in the place, in the things. Definitely. Um, and it was a black girl. She got in there, and she was just good at her job and worked her way up and things like that. That was really good. I can't remember the name of that. Scary movie. I love me a good program. I really do. And I really have to. I guess I gotta start writing them down because I'll be forgetting. And then I'll get off of here. I'm gonna get into bed and be like, oh yeah, all these shows too. Dumbass. Hold on, y'all. Are we promoting Christine Quinn? I don't like Selling Sunset because I like $1 Million Listing.